Hello, everyone. Coming up on Connect Now, we're going to talk about Rihanna. Is she dating ASAP Rocky? We'll have that. Plus, Snoop Dogg found a new gig, and you know what I'm talking about? DOWG, Snoop Dogg on the Mike Tyson fight. Speaking of the Mike Tyson fight, Mike Tyson defeated Roy Jones Jr. in a fight. So we'll get to the highlights on that. And more highlights during the Tyson fight was internet sensation Jake Paul knocked out Nate Robinson. Ugh. I mean, it was it didn't come out too pretty for Nate on this. Like I said, it didn't come out too pretty for Nate. And plus, singer Tiana Taylor says that she is done, completed with the music industry. All this and more when Connect Now starts. Connect Now starts right now. You know what time it is? It is a special edition of Connect Now. And you see where I Connect Now? I'm your host as always, Kendra Dix here, all doing Connect Now on my own this week. Normally we'll have Brittany Shea here with us, but Brittany Shea is out to do personal family business. So she'll be back here next week. But first things first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Connect Now here on Connect TV. And thank you all for watching Connect Now, the pop culture, the entertainment week. So it's like the take 2.0. But first thing first, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on Connect Now. So we got a lot to talk about here on Connect Now. Like I said, we got a lot to talk about. So let's get started with the question: what's going on right now in the world of pop culture? All right, many you see right here, Mike Tyson, Tyson. Mike Tyson defeated Roy Jones Jr. and it was this highly contested match between the two legends, the two boxing legends. That Tyson wanted to come out of retirement and fight somebody, and he did fight somebody. He fought legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr., who came out of retirement as well. So Mike Tyson, normally Brittany Shea will kind of put her 2 cents in, but my thing is Mike Tyson is old and he just wants to find something to do. He's tired of just sitting around not doing nothing, so he wants to knock people out. So they said Mike Tyson could be a contender in the boxing contendership. If that's possible, if he does that, then I'll be shocked as you know what. But great sportsmanship by Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Both of them are two boxing legends. So they both gave they all, but Tyson ended up winning the fight. So, you know, here's Mike Tyson. Could he go against boxing greats now, like boxing heavyweights like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, or Wilder from Alabama? So, hey, those three right there I can see. But they'll knock Tyson out. Well, Tyson get knocked out. But they young and they in their prime. Especially Wilder was in control for a minute, but I don't know what happened. But I know Tyson Fury still got some left in him. So things can happen. You never know. Anything can happen in the you know what. Well, speaking of that, um, speaking of that same event, Snoop Dogg landed himself a new gig. As you see right here, the DOWG, Snoop Dogg was a boxing commentator. Many people praise Snoop Dogg for his commentating abilities and believing that Snoop Dogg might have a future in boxing. Could you see Snoop Dogg be in boxing? It's possible. Could Snoop Dogg lend his voice? And then Snoop Dogg like your uncle. Like he'll just be talking about, yeah, this is what happened right here. Why he doing this? Why he doing that? He taking it too far. He taking it too deep. So Snoop Dogg kind of you know, get into the flow of things, get into stuff that, with Snoop. So I could see Snoop Dogg being box kind of like a special contributor or something. And then too, like what's his name was there too. I heard his name voice, Mauro Ranallo. He was a famed boxing commentator. He was on WWE commentary for a minute, and now Mauro kind of. I'm wondering like what's going on with WWE and Mauro. Like Mauro don't want to do WWE. He feel like it's too much pressure on him. Maybe Vince or Triple H getting in his ear saying, "Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia! I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness." He be making pop culture references and stuff. And, I'm like, wow, Mauro Ronaldo making pop culture references about Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian. By them not liking each other. So Mauro Ronaldo kind of, he is a good boxer. I'll tell you that. Also in that is, YouTuber Jake Paul and NBA great former NBA star Jake Nate Robinson had had a boxing match as well, as you see right here, and they had the little flyers to it, but things didn't go out the way for Nate because a lot of people thought Nate was going to win the match, but he ended up getting knocked out for his troubles. So Nate Robinson gets knocked out by Jake Paul, and the internet made memes on it, and we had to do like the thumbnail on it. If you see right here at the bottom, right here at the deep bottom, you can see Jake Paul and Nate Robinson right on your right side, far right there. And he got knocked the fuck out. Knocked the fuck out for his trouble. Ugh. You know how that go. So it's just kind of weird that Nate Robinson kind of it's kind of weird when Nate Robinson trying to do stuff on his own and does it for just for his own little chagrin and stuff. So hopefully Nate Robinson learns that, he just can't be coming out here just whooping the ass and thinking he know how to whoop ass, and he ends up getting his ass beat for no apparent reason. No apparent reason whatsoever. So you know how that go. So it's just it's just funny to me that Nate Robinson getting whooped and getting beat up for his own trouble, his own devices. So you know how that go. Also, Rihanna, singer Rihanna. There's been sparking about Rihanna dating ASAP Rocky, which I did not see coming. You know, Rihanna, ASAP Rocky. I knew they had like a friendship and a chemistry, but I didn't know Rihanna, ASAP Rocky was kind of behind the scenes trying to, get together and get, you know, see, see what they can do and see how they go flow and see how all this comes about. So let's see more. Let me see Rihanna. See right here, you can tell right here. They kind of got a little flirtation going on right there. They kind of like what they see. Like ASAP looking like he want to do her right now and do her then. That's how he looks like he wants to do. He wants to do her. But Rihanna kind of bit different, a bit chillax. But can you see Rihanna that and ASAP Rocky with this word? You know, we have to see as it goes and progress. We did a thumbnail on it too. Rihanna ASAP with them heart emojis. So there you go. Also, there's been reports right now that Wendy Williams reportedly her mom has passed away. You remember her mom Shirley from the show? You got like a little thing right there, as you can see it. That's kind of unfortunate that Wendy Williams has to see her mom. Wow, it's kind of heartbreaking if that does, if the rumors are true. No one doesn't want to see their parent go, but time of the essence and stuff. We have to. sometimes with life comes death. We have to prepare for death in a way that, we are at peace, comfort with death, know that we at peace. So Wendy Williams, our she might be talking a lot of what, but our hearts and prayers, our goes out to Wendy and her family at this time. Okay. Also, speaking of that, Tiana Taylor, you know, the artist, the celebrity, what I'm talking about. Tiana Taylor right here saying that she is done with the music industry. Tiana Taylor felt a heartfelt post about she doesn't want to do music no more. She's tired of it. She feels like a label is not taking her seriously. They're not spending enough money on her. Feel like it's a win or lose situation and stuff. But my thing is, sometimes with media and stuff, it depends on your presence and stuff. Like I'm not knocking Tiana Taylor, but it just depends on your presence. Like she has a good presence. She can dance. She got a nice booty and stuff. But people try to help her all out. MTV helped her when she had Sweet 16 way back when, the back in the day. To Kanye West helped her, but she just can't find that hit. And we thought she had that hit with Maybe. It was like odd enough 10 years ago, so it was kind of like wow, 10 years ago has passed. And then she got two kids, and then she got a husband as an NBA star. So I think Tiana Taylor will be just okay. It's just that it's unfortunate that things happen for a reason, and you know, hopefully she don't have to feel bitter and angry and say that like she said, I'm so done. Bitter, angry, and it'd be like, you'll find your hit. You gotta keep on going till you find that next hit. And when you find that next hit, you keep it going indeed. So she'll find her way. It just takes some time because I think too, when people have different paths, like they have their plan A, and they just focus on that plan A. I'm focused on plan A. I want to be plan A. They don't focus on plan B, plan C. You got to be like, okay, say for instance, um, you want to be like in media and you kind of working your way to media, but you got a degree like in a communications lean, but you're working your way towards that. You got close in different occasions. The door almost open, but you got to keep that door keeping. You got to keep reading more. You got to keep communicating better. You got to have that rapport. So when people know who you are and then they can kind of like put two and two together and stuff, and with the rapport, with like for instance, like people want to see you kind of move forward. And I know she kind of will go there. And I think Tiana Taylor, she's an incredible dancer, an incredible artist, has done incredible things in her career. Dancing when she did the Kanye West stuff, so they helped. But like to me, to you, to the people in the public out there, never give up on your dream. Maybe you might have a roadblock, but that roadblock will help lead to something and help gain something. And it'll help motivate you and it help get you over the hump. Like some people in this, some people in the world now feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not better enough. You're good enough. You're better enough. You're in this world for a reason. In this world for a gift. You have a gift. You just have to find it inside you and know what the gift is all about, and you have it. People kind of give up, like I can't do it no more. It's just this and that. And I get that, and I understand that, but you got to, you know, keep it going, and we'll keep it going to the point that, hey, this is not the end of the story. This is not my end story. This is the beginning. And people tend to give up and tend to give up on themselves and tend to give up on what they should do and how they should do it and not focus. It's certain people that don't know everything. I don't know this. I feel like if you can take a little like 10 minutes of your time and if you want to take like learn the craft, I watched this show, Erica Williams, plugging her. You know, she breaks it down to say, okay, this is what people are doing right and this is what people are doing wrong. And you take that and then you just try to live to that and live to that advantage. And I just think too, you know, Tiana kind of frustrated, depressed, like I want to be a big star. I want to be up there with Beyonce. I want to be up there with Rihanna. You know, I want to be up there with Sierra. Well, Sierra was that way, but Sierra is content. She got 3 kids, but she want to be up there with Rihanna. Right here, we see right Rihanna, and Rihanna just can sell beauty products to the end. You know, she don't have to do as much. She could just, you know, hey, I'm big. Rihanna can sell perfume. It should be okay. So I think with Tiana Taylor's problem is she's trying to figure out her next niche, and it's sort of like frustrating for her. And she's sort of like, man, I thought I had this in the bag and stuff. And like I said, we'll get to that a little bit later on what's going on with that. Speaking of that, speaking of that, now let me see. Kenya Moore, men, you know Kenya Moore, on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kenya Moore stirred some more controversy when she appeared on Wendy Williams this week. She appeared on Wendy. She appeared on the Wendy Williams show this week, and Kenya and I don't know. Wendy asked Kenya about Strippergate.
Out for because you and Portia, okay, you say that Portia and Tanya hooked up with the stripper and each other.
Well, let's say this. I'm going to leave out names, but when I tell you, honey, when they told them
Out for because you and Portia, okay, you say that Portia and Tanya hooked up with the stripper and each other.
Well, let's say this. I'm going to leave out names, but when I tell you, honey, when they told them that it should be a juicy season, they were not referring to WAPs, okay? They brought the WAP to this season. I can tell you that.
Well, as a legal note from the Wendy show, Tanya and the stripper deny the rumors. Read between the lines. So, Drew?
Well, we haven't heard from Tanya since all this happened. We haven't seen her film anything. She basically fled the country. She's not friends with Portia anymore, as far as I know. They don't speak to each other. I don't think they even follow each other on Instagram. So you need to be the detective in this scenario.
That speaks volumes right there.
Certainly, they have a lot to lose.
How are you getting?
All right, you heard that from Kenya Moore and Wendy Williams talking about Portia, Tanya, and the stripper on Strippergate. Now I know the Real Housewives of Atlanta premiered tonight, so it's probably going on now. The premiere just ended, but we heard those rumors and speculations throughout the beginning of the film of the show that Portia and Tanya got involved with the stripper and had sex with the stripper during Cynthia Bailey's engagement. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just reality TV trying to find something new, trying to keep everybody's interest from not losing them. And then you heard Kenya said that Portia and Tanya are no longer friends no more. Portia and Tanya. Trying to show that, yeah, Portia and Tanya are no longer friends no more. So it's that. It's, you know, people, you know, grow apart from each other. You know, they can, you know, you thought people was on the same page and they might not be on the same page. And, you know, people still friends and you can grow apart from people and, you know, instances that. So you know how that go, you know how it feels. But I can't believe Wendy Williams and what's her name, Kenya, even brought up that issue and stuff. Kenya printing right here, Wendy Williams and Kenya. You know them two old missing women. Two old missing women keeping up mess between two young women. My God. All right. Also, first daughter Sasha Obama, former first daughter Sasha Obama, could make $8 million as a social influencer on TikTok. So, could you see Sasha Obama making bank with TikTok for $8 million with advertisement and her just rapping to the city girls and well, you know how that be. Yeah. She rapping to the city girls and the city girls and her. So who knows? Sasha Obama could, rake in the dough, rake in that money and do stuff with it and, be on like the city girls and it kinda helped flow her because Sasha knows that. Sasha kinda testing the waters out, you can tell. She testing the waters out and see like just like her parents. Her mom had a podcast, test the waters, do that, and had a book. So her father the same way. He has a book coming out. So she's testing the waters on social media to see, you know, could she make bank? Was being a former first daughter on TikTok and make $8 million as a social influencer. You know, something like that could possibly, come down on her. And so I could see Sasha Obama do something. I think anything that flows like Megan Thee Stallion or the City Girls or you name it, anything that's hip hop. Sasha Obama, if she puts her name to it and she lends her name to that, she's good as gold. She's good as gold. So I can see it. I can see her doing that. Sasha making the rounds is that. So do we have any more news stories to tell? We talked about all the news stories and stuff, so we got all of them away. All right. We about to end Connect now this week. Brittany Shea normally would be with me this week, but check for her next week. She'll be back. She had a lot of business commitments to do, so Brittany Shea will be back soon. Let's see who. Okay, let's see, uh, Chris on here. Okay, next she will be twerking in the restaurants just to get kicked out. Oh, you talking about the situation with the restaurant owner in Houston about the twerking situation. I get what you're saying, Chris. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That was a I I don't even know what to say on that because now these days people got different limitations and they want to be seen her and I get both sides, but I get the owner side a little bit too because he probably looking at it like this is an establishment. You don't come in twerking. If you want to go come and twerk somewhere, go to a club or go to your house and have your own house party at your own disregard of COVID if you want to do that. But you can't come in a restaurant and twerk. So I get that, and the girls, I guess they wanted to be, thinking they were at the club or something. So you know how that ends up being. So all right, so we're about to end Connect now this week. Like I said, we'll be back next week for another edition of Connect Now. Brittany Shea will join me next week so we can get to the root of everything pop culture and the entertainment moments of the week. This is like the take 2.0. So you know how they go. So for Brittany Shea not here. So for me, Kendra Dick saying so long, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Connect Now.